What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. Another day and some more information slash news slash rumor slash speculation has come forth since last evening's crazy news of the NFLPA severing ties with Panini and immediately going exclusive to Fanatics. That was the big news yesterday. If you haven't seen that, you must not have turned on the internet for the last 12 hours or so. So where do we sit today? We got a couple interesting things that have happened as we've moved throughout the morning into the afternoon. It was revealed that Panini does have a contract with 360 players. Here's the tweet from Ravel and Panini's response. We also had a Panini response today as well, which is basically just PR speak from them. It really doesn't tell us much. The big thing is we note, in addition to the NFL Players Association license, Panini has licenses with the NFL and over 360 players. Panini will honor its contractual obligations. Now, we don't really know what that means. The statement is extremely vague. The 360 players, best I can tell, is a mix of current players and retired players. The problem is that there are rules in the contract, essentially, that you can only have, like, I've seen various different language on this, 5 or 6 players in a product at max. So that would cap them for how many of those 360 players they could put in, regardless of the fact that they have the individual licenses, because once you reach a certain number of players, that 5 or 6 number, it essentially becomes a group, and then the NFLPA kind of supersedes that. So that's kind of where we sit. Now, what it appears they could do is essentially release cards of those 360 players, but it would be unlicensed. I don't believe they would be able to use the licensing for that because it is with the NFLPA. It would have to be pajamas. Now, once again, there's a lot of moving parts here. None of us have actually seen the contracts, so it's hard to say exactly what's going on. This is a lot of speculation and rumor and not a lot of concrete facts. We're just going off of pieces and parts that we're kind of picking up from various different places. The other interesting thing that happened today, besides Panini's response, is Blowout put a statement out. They have pulled all 2023 product from the website for pre-order. They also basically pulled a lot of other football product because of just the craziness that's going on right now. Part of that's probably to protect themselves because if the prices spike, they want to be able to relist it at the increased price. Let's be real here. I get pulling the pre-order product, though, because they don't know what's going to happen. I think the way they explain it here was orders were flying in the pre-order 2023 Panini product, and Blowout doesn't know that they're actually going to be able to send this out. The fact that Blowout and, oh, by the way, David Adams followed suit, pulled all the pre-order pages for 2023 product, that tells me a little something. Those guys aren't pulling the pages just over nothing. Maybe it's just precautionary on their part. Could be they might not want to deal with all the returns if it blows up in their face, and they figure they could always repost them back up for sale if they want to. So Blowout put out this statement. You could find it on the main Blowout page under the Blowout Buzz section, I believe, but they specifically cite the increase in orders over the last 15 hours following the announcement. They've also experienced overwhelming influx and inquiries related to NFL items spanning 2017 to 2023. Given the substantial volume of interest, we have the careful choice to limit sales for these particular items to manage our inventory levels as they have been steadily depleting. So they are protecting themselves. Also, once again, if the prices spike on this stuff, they want to be able to relist at the higher prices. So that's where Blowout's at. Like I said, you go over to Blowout 2023 football. It is all, it's Bowman, Sage, Leaf Draft, Chronicles. There is no actual, you can see the score boxes they pulled or they sold out, one or the other. These are the blasters, and then there's some national packs on there, but everything is wiped out. You can see these were pulled Here's all the upcoming releases. We got Prism here, Elite, Black is upcoming. All that stuff gone. And if you go look at Dave and Adam's website, very similar thing. We see a bunch of collegiate product from Panini, Leaf Draft, Bowman University, all that sort of stuff. Nothing of any actual consequence. They still have some score blasters, but that score, just to keep in mind, has already actually came out. The rumor circulating around, and I heard this from a few different folks, is essentially if it's printed, it sounds like they're going to run with it. If it hasn't been printed yet, that's where we don't know. And, you know, Ravel tweeted this, and I did some digging on this as well. You know, Panini still has first off the line for Elite listed. It comes out, or at least goes for sale on Thursday. 1 day, 22 hours is the countdown clock when he tweeted this. And now he states here, this is his opinion in the tweet, company strategy seems to be to ignore the NFLPA mandate. That deal ended yesterday. This gets more interesting by the minute. That kind of leads me back into maybe they're okay for stuff that has already been printed, or there is the potential here that Panini just doesn't care. And they're just going to say, screw it. We're releasing it. You could legally attempt to stop us if you want to. So this could go to full-blown war. Now, their statement this morning was very boilerplate. And one of the things that I keep going back to is the NFLPA is not canceling a contract out of the blue without some fairly serious cause. They have had there's no way the NFLPA legal team is just going to let them axe a contract 3 years early, because it's 2026 is when it was supposed to run out, unless they have it on lock or damn near lock that they can get out of this thing clean cut without any repercussions blowing back on them. Now, there's been speculation, and this is pure speculation, and no Sports Card Radio was big on this one, that perhaps they were late on a payment. I think they were throwing around the number of $30 million is essentially what they have to pay out. And if they would have missed a payment on that, that could potentially be immediate cause to cancel the contract. The other thing floating around was there was the stuff that came out in the lawsuits where Fanatics alleged that Panini was cooking the books a little bit on some of this stuff. And maybe the NFLPA got a hold of that and realized that the numbers that they were being told did not line up with reality. That could potentially be cause for canceling the contract. Or it could be something completely else that we are completely clueless on. We have no real way of knowing. We are not on the inside, unfortunately. Very few people probably are on this one. But Panini's response just does not make it sound like we're coming out swinging. And I don't know how many battles they can fight on multiple fronts. Legally, they are going after Fanatics. Fanatics countersued them. You have to imagine there's going to be some legal fight involving this. I don't know that Panini, they are a big company, but I don't know that they have the manpower, or the war chest, I guess is the better term for this. I don't know that they have the war chest to go at this fight on all these various different fronts. Once again, this is all about Fanatics just cutting out the legs from underneath Panini in every opportunity that they get to force a lower acquisition price or to get them to sell or leave the category as completely. So over here on the Panini page, we have a glimpse of what looks like it's already pretty far down the pipeline, because these are products that are about to release soon. Once again, we care about the 2023 products here. We have Luminance. That actually comes out tomorrow. So that's already out the door, shipped, probably already in shops. We have 2023 plates and patches. We have Donruss Elite. We have Panini Black, Gold Standard, and Mosaic are the 2023 products that are in motion, if you will. First off the line, Elite goes on sale, like Ravel said, in just a couple of days. Now, Blowout addressed this as well in a little post up here. They run down Panini's Football 2023 previously revealed schedule to include, and they give us some dates here. So Luminance Wednesday, Prism Draft, I don't believe that would be affected. Maybe it would be, I don't know. Elite September 1st, Plates and Patches September 8th, Mosaic September 20th, Black the 27th, Gold Standard the 4th, Origins the 18th, Legacy, Chronicles Draft, Mosaic Draft, Select Draft, Immaculate College, and Score already out. So that's the latest update in regards to product already on the docket. So part of my theory is, and once again, you know, I have not seen the contracts. I don't know what this stuff really looks like, but I am wondering if they are going to run the course with these products since they are already printed. I'm assuming they're already printed, or at least in the process of being printed. Because depending on how that contract is worded, they may be able to go ahead and release these products since they are already, air quotes, in the works. And then nothing else can go to print after these. Now, once again, that's speculation on my part. I don't really know. So there's still a lot of information that we just don't have, but these are the current facts, or not, rumors / facts as we sit here on the afternoon of the 22nd. In regards to kind of what's going on with all this. There is a real chance that we could have a pretty bleak fall and winter of football releases. Now, that could all change tomorrow or any minute if the NFL comes out and says, we're pulling our license too and moving over to Fanatics immediately. That would change everything. But as it sits here today, unless Panini is going to go straight rogue, and if they did, there would definitely be a legal comeback from Fanatics and the NFLPA in that case. So if Panini decides to go rogue, maybe we get some product. If Panini does not go rogue and the NFL does not flip-flop, then we are looking at a very bleak fall and winter of a lot of unlicensed product, or pajama cards, if you will. If the NFL flips, that's a different story. Fanatics could fire up the presses. I have also heard from multiple different people that Fanatics is ready to rock and roll. That all those people they acquired from Panini have not just been sitting around. And this makes sense. It goes back to what we discussed in yesterday's video. This deal was potentially close almost a year ago. So Fanatics was working towards, hey, we are going to have a 2023 football release. So they have been workshopping this for quite some time. I have to imagine the printers are on standby as we discussed yesterday. And it's just a matter of, are we including logos? Are we not including logos? So once again, that's kind of where we sit at this stage. More to come on this. I have a feeling there will be tons and tons of content around this situation. Does the NBA follow suit? There's a billion different things we can discuss and talk about this. I had a video recorded about what not changes in the LeBron Topps rookie. I have no idea if that video will ever see the light of day. It was going to come out this afternoon, and then all this stuff happened. So maybe you guys and girls will get that one tomorrow. It'll just be, the information will be slightly dated on it. There's a LeBron James Topps Now card. It's on the website. It actually might already be off the website by now. I don't remember the timing. But that's all I got for you on this one. We will catch you boys and girls on the next one. Peace.